Hello, I'm looking to see if I can speak with a Mr. Westlake, Mr. Ferguson, Mr. Jensen, Devin Mitchell here, Mr. Peterson, Bob Yearwood. Oh, Miss Johnson. Yeah, it's me, Devin, again. I've only called you 4 times. Mr. Figueroa, Mr. Jared, Jackie Dawson. How you doing? Well, I submitted my resume online a little while ago, and I was just calling to see if there's been any changes. Any updates? Well, I was looking online, and it says that the position is still open. Have you had any interviews yet? You said you need me to answer some questions? Of course I'd be open to answer some questions. Hard work. It's my middle name. Because teamwork makes the dream work. I'm a firm believer that you come to work, not to make friends. Of course I'd be willing to stay late. My schedule? My schedule's clear. I could come down there right now if you need me to. Look, if you're looking for somebody that's gonna be dedicated, I'm your guy. Wait, you're not looking to fill the position? What do you mean you're not looking to fill the position? You just posted the job. How do you have somebody already? I mean, seriously, I could do this job with my eyes closed. The hiring manager's on vacation for the rest of the month? No, I understand. Thank you for your time. It's like a place in order for delivery. Chicken chow mein and 2 spring rolls. You say about 30 minutes? Yeah, that'll be up. No, wait. Are y'all hiring? Look, at this point, I'm desperate. So if that means dropping off fried rice and egg rolls all night, then so be it. Whatever it takes to get out of here. ASAP. Before the past few months came along, I felt like life was alright. I was the head of social media marketing for a small startup. I had my own apartment downtown with a view, and I was making good money. Everything was just fine. That wasn't until COVID-19 happened. My job held on to us as long as they could, but unfortunately they were forced to close the doors about a month in. And with no income and no potential jobs in sight, I had to do the one thing that I never wanted to do. I asked my dad if I could move back in with him. I mean, it's not like I hate him or anything. It's just the way we go about life is a lot different. I took after my mom. She's always been more of a go-getter. But my dad, on the other hand, he's always been a just enough to get by guy. It's not a bad thing in certain cases, especially around Christmas. I can't tell you how many bags of peanut brittle I've given him. But in this case, the bare minimum just wasn't going to cut it. I sure hope they get out there and vote. Won't need this folder. Hello.
Hey, what's going on, Dad?
Hey, what's going on, son? I'm just sitting here reading the paper and eating some peanut brittle.
I gave you that for Christmas. It's June.
You said what? Peanut butter don't go bad. Oh, well, shoot, I ain't know. Anyway, what's going on, son?
I need a favor.
Huh? You gonna have to speak up, son. I can't hear you.
I need a favor, Dad.
You lying to me. I thought that's what you said. It must be something serious because you'll never ask me for nothing.
Well, it's different this time. I just came from the office and they said I'm going to lose my apartment next month.
See, I told you. I told you not to get one of them fancy apartments downtown. You should have got one of them Section 8 apartments like I said. You would have got 4 months rent, lights, and a pit bull puppy for $100.
Come on, Dad, this isn't a joke. They already deferred the rent for 2 months. I don't have the money to catch up, nor do I have the money to pay for next month.
So what you gonna do, son?
Really, Dad? What do you think, I called you for therapy or something?
Well, the least you can do is ask. Look, son, you've been growing a long time. And at this point, I ain't required to do nothing but love you and pray that God don't give you the gout. My foot is huge. I can't even put my church shoe on.
Okay, Dad, I get it. Look, I'm in a really bad spot. I just need somewhere to stay until I can get back on my feet. Is it alright if I stay with you for a little while?
You see that, son? That wasn't so hard. Of course you can stay with me. I just moved into my new place and everything, and I got plenty of space.
You just moved?
Yup, got me a brand new spot. I'm gonna send you over the address as soon as we get off the phone.
Alright then, Dad. I already packed some stuff up, so I'm gonna drop a few things off over there just to get started.
All right then, son. Oh, do me a favor. Pick me up one of them TV dinners on the way. I think it's a Salisbury steak kind of night.
I got you. "472 Dragon Boat Terrace. That's in Chinatown."
You can probably hear the confusion in my voice. That's because my dad sold most of his stuff, then sold his house, and rented a room from some Asian lady in Chinatown. And he said he had plenty of space. He didn't even have enough room to change your mind. If you would have told me 2 months ago that at 29 I would be sleeping in the bed with my dad again, I would have told you were crazy. And as if being trapped in the house because of COVID-19 wasn't enough, the owner of the house has a fit every time we come upstairs to use the bathroom because she's terrified.
Who's that downstairs?
This is exactly what I meant when I said my dad was a just enough to get by guy. Seriously, Dad? What? You ain't talking to me, so at least figure I'd try to text you. I'm really not in the mood. Well, you better get in the mood, because this is my house. Dad, this isn't your house. This isn't even your room. In case you forgot, all of this belongs to Miss Ming upstairs. Well, you know, that sounds real ungrateful coming from somebody who ain't got a pot to piss in, or no grass to throw it out on. You do know that I have literally never pissed in a pot in my entire life. You know what I meant. I didn't ask you to come stay with me. You could have went and stayed with your mama. You know what? Maybe I should have went to London. At least I would have had my own bed. You always did like her more than you like me. But as much as you try to be like her, you can't, because I'm your father. What are you talking about? You know why me and your mama didn't work? Come on, man. I done heard this story 1,000 times. Well, son, maybe it's time you heard it again. She always had that dream for us to retire and move to London. But I'm just too simple for all that. You know, I never wanted to eat crumpets and drink a spot of tea. But if you gave me a fifth of Hennessy, it was all good. Dad, what is your point? You got that drive just like your mama, son. Nothing in front of you is ever good enough. And that's all well and good sometimes, but you got to stop and appreciate the little things. You've been here for 2 months, and have you once just stopped and thanked God for the time? I seen you work from sun up to sundown. Now you got all day to do nothing, but you spend all your time hovered over that computer trying to find somebody else's work to do when you can just do the work for yourself. Have you ever thought about that? I mean, at this point, what you got to lose? You're laying in the bed with me. Maybe it's time you just stepped out on faith and started your own thing. You know what, Dad? For once, you might actually be onto something. When these companies open back up, they're gonna have to market themselves in a whole new way. See, son? Now you're using your thinker. I don't know how I didn't even think about that. Dad, you know you're a lot smarter than you look. I am? If I was really smart, I'd be charging you for my consultation. But how about this? When you go to the store tomorrow, pick me up a couple more of them TV dinners. You can never go wrong with a Salisbury steak. I got you. I'm gonna work on a business plan a little bit while it's fresh on my mind. We'll talk about it more in the morning. I love you, Dad. I love you too, son. Good night.
He wouldn't even hire me, and now they want me to represent him?
You lying to me.
Gotta stop hanging around my dad.